Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, it's all of my most controversial Battlefield opinions compiled into one video. This is going to be an opinionated cesspool of a comment section on this video, and I will definitely make some people angry, but if you're easily offended by, Battlefield opinions, we don't care. So hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and let's get right into it. So, Tiny Anders is here again, bottom right. Let's start the video off with a banger, my opinion on Battlefield Hardcore. Now, these are going to be, my true actual opinions, ladies and gentlemen, and, obviously you're not going to agree with all of them. So, Hardcore, for me, it has no place in Battlefield. I think it's actually worthless. I think in a time where Battlefield is struggling to maintain an identity, game modes like Hardcore that form a sort of separate community are actually detrimental to the messaging of what people actually want, because most people, and by most people I mean most people playing the game and most people that are not playing the game, don't want Battlefield Hardcore to be sort of the main focus. So I think when you have a sort of a small majority with a huge voice, it could potentially confuse DICE in terms of feedback and all that. And I generally think Hardcore takes absolutely no skill, removes all semblance of game balance, and I think the people that play Hardcore sort of fool themselves into thinking that they're better than core players for some reason, even though Hardcore absolutely, without any argument at all, takes less skill than the core mode, because Hardcore is basically just amplifying the things that are quote-unquote more difficult about Battlefield, but sort of making them easy at the same time. For instance, you can just sit in window number 297 and, two-shot someone from across the map, or maybe even one-shot somebody with a sniper, and then people like to say, oh, I'm just better because I have better positioning. No, you're not. You're abusing the fact that people cannot find you, and then you instantly kill them and you call that skill. So Hardcore, in my opinion, just needs to be axed from the entire franchise. I don't even think you should be able to make Hardcore servers. I would also just like to point out that I think there are multiple other games that fulfill what Hardcore Battlefield players want, such as Arma, Hell Let Loose, PUBG even, DayZ, Enlisted. Like, I could go on and on. Tarkov, maybe. Like, all of these games, I think, fulfill what Hardcore Battlefield players want more than Battlefield Hardcore does. So yeah, I'm already starting off the video, with a banger. Sorry about that, but fuck Hardcore. Another opinion I wanted to share in this video is something that is apparently controversial, but I don't think it's controversial at all. In fact, I think it's actually proven not to be controversial at high level just by objective fact. And that is the importance of kills in a Battlefield game. Now, some of you are going to scoff and be like, well, of course, Enders, of course kills are important. But you'd be surprised. You go on almost every Reddit post where someone posts a big kill game, there's always going to be people in there saying, oh, well, why don't you focus on revives or playing the objective? Well, here's the thing. Kills are the objective, okay? And you could say that, oh, well, in Conquest, the flag is the objective. Okay, what are you going to do? Walk up to them and ask them to give you the flag? You think they're going to fucking walk off of it and let you take it? No. You have to kill them off of the objective. How do you prevent them from taking it? You have to kill them so they don't take the objective back from you. So kills are 100% the most important thing of the game, or tied for first with the objective itself. And I can't believe that's a controversial opinion. Kills deny spawns. Kills wipe squads. Kills drain tickets. Kills demoralize people, right? I have literally caused people to rage quit the server thousands of times because I am that player that fills that role of a pure fragger role. And I think, again, this is proven at the highest level because I'll give two examples. In organized competitive Battlefield play, which I have experience in, I've won tournaments, I've won money, I've taken it seriously, right? And some people are going to laugh at that, but guess what? Fuck you, right? You don't have my experience. I'm telling you right now. You do not go for an objective in a competitive Battlefield match without getting an advantage, which means getting a kill, right? Say we're playing 4v4 rush or 5v5 rush. You'd be out of your mind to plant the bomb without at least trying to wipe 2 or 3 of them first, or getting them so pinned down that they can't even peek, and if they do peek, they'll die, right? So what is the catalyst to all of that? It's either killing them or the threat of killing their entire team, right? That is how you play the game. And guess what? When they come to defuse the bomb, what do? You fucking kill them. So, and then another thing I wanted to mention is, there is no coincidence that players that are more effective at killing players have a directly higher win rate on average. Okay, and yes, it matters how you get those kills. I understand that. If you are camping in the back of the map, and, you know, you have a high KD, but your KPM is 0.1, then, of course, you're not, you know, really being effective. But my point is, if you are playing the game, you know, the way you should be playing it ideally, which is, you know, pushing with your team, fragging with your team, you know, reviving when it makes sense, that is when kills are going to shine through as the most important thing in Battlefield. And, you know, there's a reason why people don't like getting spawn trapped, and there's a reason why spawn traps happen in Battlefield. It's because the other team is much more effective at wiping the other team. So there's that. And just to slightly build off of this opinion a little more with another opinion that I also don't think is controversial at all, I think some Battlefield players, particularly on Reddit, feel the need to sort of make fun of other players for not doing every single possible aspect of Battlefield gameplay by themselves. For instance, if you post, say, a high kill game, and you don't have as many revives as someone as a dedicated reviver, they will literally ignore the fact that you got 150 kills and single-handedly was a massive beneficial factor for your team, and they'll complain to you about, oh, well, you actually didn't have as many revives as this guy, so you didn't PTFO. Fuck you! I 100% believe that certain players fill certain roles. Let's say you're a fragger. Your role is to frag. I should not have to worry about reviving someone that's already 5 and 9, okay? And I will occasionally revive people if it makes sense during the gameplay. If I have time. If I need a teammate up in that scenario. If I'm not getting shot at. If the revive is safe, right? All of these sort of things. But in general, I'm not going to worry about reviving people because I leave that up to people that fill that medic role. I am there to help you kill people off the flag. I'm there to protect my team by killing people, deny spawns, take space, rotate off of flags. If you want to fill that medic role, if you want to fill that support role, go right ahead at filling that. But you can't expect every single player to be a jack of all trades every single time. In fact, I think it's probably less effective for everyone to be a jack of all trades. You want specialized roles on your team. You want one person flying a Casper drone. You want one person going negative, but he has 70 revives, right? I think that makes way more sense than expecting people to be on every flag capture with 30 revives and, fucking a 6 KD. It's impossible. Now, moving away from sort of in-game opinions, I have some opinions about the Battlefield community that I've observed for, years at this point. I think it's only gotten worse over time. The first thing I want to talk about is I think Battlefield players have a big problem moving on. A big problem. I have people to this day asking what I think about if DICE and EA restarted support on BF5. Guys, BF5 is dead. They are never they're never continuing support. Give it up. It's over. It's over, guys. Same thing with Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 4. God bless your soul if you continue to play those games. But Battlefield 4 is a decade old, and Battlefield 1 is cheater infested on PC and 7 years old. All of the content for those games, all of the enjoyment and experiences you could possibly want for those games, we've all had them, guys. Just give it up. You can continue playing it. I'm not saying not have fun, but don't tell other people to play those games because they've moved on, right? They've accepted, they've had their fun. You can still have your fun, but you have to realize that you're in the minority here. You are one of the few people that are still playing, BF4 and BF1 in current year. Like, they're old games. They really are. That's no hate to anyone that continues to play them, really, but I don't know. I've never understood why people comment like, hey, Anders, play Battlefield 4. Maybe I could for nostalgia, but it's over, guys. Now, moving on to a separate thing in the Battlefield community, I also think this has gotten really bad, particularly in Battlefield 5 going on to 2042. And this is not the entire Battlefield community. This is a definitely a minority, but a very irritating and vocal minority at that. It's the people that just continue to accept DICE's garbage. Like people that say that Battlefield 2042's content is acceptable. No, it's not. Battlefield 2042's content is abysmal compared to other Battlefield games. You know, you're never gonna make me accept that 2042's content is good. So why are you over here defending EA with your life when they've given you nothing? EA and DICE have given you nothing, and you're defending them like you're getting paid. I will never understand it for the life of me. And there are thousands of people like this that will die on their defending EA hill. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Get a fucking grip. I've been telling you for years, but you still don't get a grip, right? There's nothing in between the two sides of your skull. There's nothing in there. I can't help you. So yeah, I just want to speak on those two things in the Battlefield community that I've observed over the past few years. I could probably add about 50 more opinions in this video, but it'll be 10 hours long. They're not going to do that. Definitely comment your own controversial Battlefield opinions down below. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and if I offended you, I don't care. I am sorry, though, that you're... I'm sorry. I'm sorry, okay? I'll see you guys later.
Careful at the marker. 130 meters. Tango down. Grapples out. Enemy fire. Heading out.